So the first thing today we will be discussing is a SQL injection. So anyone like these topics, if you are preparing for any cybersecurity job interviews and all, these questions will be very much important for you. So first we will be discussing SQL injection. So anyone have any idea regarding SQL injection? Anyone can say something regarding SQL injection? The SQL injection is a code injection attack that we have discussed earlier, which basically allows attacker to manipulate the SQL queries executed by the web applications, and this can lead to the unauthorized of the data leak, modification, and even the deletion of the database. Like sometime if anyone want to change the databases of any particular website, college and university level website, all the changes can be only possible if that website is vulnerable for SQL injection. And like this is a vulnerability that can't be fixed in a great detail. Like somehow you will be finding this. So most of the web application uses SQL database like MySQL, PostSQL, MSSQL, and basically they use database to store all the data. And whenever user is interacting with all the logging pages, search form, or any input field, they basically their input is being proceeded by the application, and then that input is being converted into the SQL query. So if you are a malicious hacker, or any hacker is willing to do that, he will be basically trying to put some malicious queries in those SQL queries form, and he will try to gain access. Like there can be some examples. Like let me go with some my screen visible. Let me go with some examples, and then I will be doing. Let me go with some queries. Let me open the list also. Okay, so now here are a few SQL screen visible. Okay, so this type of SQL queries you need to inject. Sir, I joined class to really be able to. Yes, yes, it's a very much understandable for you also. Like we are freshly discussing SQL injection. It means like you are injecting few malicious code inside the database to gain access, change the data over the database, and these activities you are doing over here. So that like this how your SQL queries look like. Like you can like I can't explain that, I need to show that. So till let me go with my Kali Linux, and here my metasploitable 2 is also ready. So let me log in here. Its login detail is like all of you need to install this metasploitable 2 also. Admin. So here is the IP of my metasploit table 2, which is 192.168.128.134. So if I go to Kali Linux, let me open my browser, and if I just directly open the IP of my metasploitable 2, that is 192.168.128.134, so it will be hosting this damn vulnerable website here. This from here you can log into your MySQL pages. You can try to attack over these pages also for MySQL queries. Media this vulnerable page you can also open, and I will be discussing like soon I will be coming back to this also. Then DVWA you can find here. You can try all of your like admin, and admin will be here. I think it's a username and password, so you can log in, and then you can try to target them. So that's how it will be going. What is the I forgot it. It's we will be trying to target that using the brute force attack soon. So that's how it will be doing. Then we are having the web dev. Here is the parent directory, and you will be also coming back to like how to get into all the directories and all. But I will be not interacting that much with this dummy target. But yes, if you are practicing a lot, then DBWA or this and DBWA and this PHP MyAdmin or multi will be your get. Like you can get this latest version from here, installation instructions. So this website will be good for targeting that. But I will be not coming. Like from here you can also look for what are the OSAP top 10, what types of like you can also try any of them, like SQL extraction data. All these attacks you can perform from here. Like if you go with a cross-site scripting, DNS lookup, all these attack that you can do over any particular website, you can try with here, and on this website you can try all those attacks. After that we are having damn vulnerable web applications that comes under this. Is also here also you can try all of your SQL queries and all to get into that. So I will be coming like once you have installed this metasploitable 2. If you have not installed metasploitable 2, this is best for setting up lab. So metasploitable 2 download, you can just come here over here this particular website and download metasploitable 2 from here. this will be a great source for doing practice, like all the, if your laptop is having 64-bit of architecture, even of a 32-bit, all for all architecture, you can download. I am also pasting this link to download here over here. So this will be best case scenarios, and you can download from Metasploit table 2 from here. And this is completely different from Metasploit. Metasploit is basically a tool, and Metasploit table 2 is a damn vulnerable application that we use to attack using our Kali machine or and all. So this is the main difference over here. So let me minimize, and I will be switching back to my terminal here. Today I will be not using Terminator. Here is my terminal. So today the tool we will be using is SQLMap. Few queries I have run, but let me go with the help menu. So this is the help menu of your SQLMap, and this is a very critical tool. Like SQLMap is a open source penetration testing tool that basically automates the detection and exploitations of SQL injection vulnerabilities. And this tool is very much widely used by all the security professional I even know, and you also even know. They must be using SQLMap, and even all the ethical hacker, even if you are a black hat hacker, if you want to do database enumeration, data extraction, privilege escalation, then this tool be a ready to go tool for you. Like all the data extractions, cookies stealing, for these steps you can use that. Like all the dbs command is also, like if you want to enumerate the databases of any particular website, like if you want to know like what are the databases available for any website, after knowing that, you can only inject some queries over, or any injection over those particular databases. So for that you can go with that. Then after for what are the columns in the database, what are the schema of the database, all these details you can get through that. So this is the basic tool. If you don't have, like if you install Kali Linux, and if you don't get this particular tool, you can also go to the GitHub SQLMap. From here you can also, like once you come to this particular website, from here you just need to go to the code section. From here you will be copying this. Like if you put SQLMap over your terminal, if you don't get this particular tool, then you need to come here, clone this. Like either you can copy from there or here too. Then you will be going to your terminal, you will be pasting this. It will be cloning all those databases from your SQLMap project, and from there you will be few commands are there to run, like python dot this is for the help menu, and then all the options you can run this. And that's how you can also install your uh, SQLMap. So these are the two methods. Like I most of the operating system that is for penetration testing, maybe it's not opening because somewhere it's opening in my system. So most of operating system, like if you are either using Kali Linux or a Paratos, it comes pre-installed. If your operating system is not having, you can install it from a GitHub or any repositories you can download. And that's how, like basically this tool is for let me read its description first. Here it is. So SQLMap is an open source penetration testing tool that automates the process of detecting and exploiting the SQL injections flow. So all the injection flows we will be looking into that today. Again, my favorite target is facebook.com, and we'll try to do some modifications there. So that's how you used to install. And I hope everything is clear about the SQL injection. So let me discuss some more stuffs. Like everything clear, everyone, or anyone have any issues till now, or it's all clear? Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's clear, sir.
okay, so I hope it's all clear to all of you. And then there are few uses, like why to use SQL. So I hope I have discussed why to use SQL till now. Everyone must understand why to use. But first of all, like for automating the SQL injection testing, we use, like we can't say like for doing that we can do for a testing purposes we are using here. Yeah, like for a testing injection. So let me write injections, and sorry for my bad spellings. Okay, so for testing SQL injections, we use SQLMap. Let me minimize it a little bit. Okay, so for testing SQL injection, we use. And then the second case is like it supports multi databases engines like MySQL, PostSQL, MSSQL. So it supports a lot of the database. That's why we use it. It can also extract data such as username, password. It basically extracts data extracts data from the username, like uname, password. So uname, password. So all these data it can extract. That's why we most of the cases we use SQL injection. Then it dumps the entire database too. That's why we also use. So there are a lot of use. Like it also supports some get, post, and cookies based injections also. So that's why we use this particular tool over here. So this is the basic use of a SQL injection, and that's why we will be using. So let's move to some practical commands over here. So till now everything clear and everything. Anyone have any issues, or should I go with that? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
Devin,
so I
further.
hope everyone is clear. And if you are facing, like, if you feel like you are lagging behind, you can simply tell me to get rid of you and to help you out. So that's how the session will be going on. So let me go. Like if you want to use SQL map, you will be simply putting like SQL map hyphen help will be opening a help menu for you. If you go and it change it with some things, like if you want to know like what is the current version of a SQL injection, simply like I am copying, you need to paste that. So simply paste, like if I want to know what is the current version of SQL map, because most of the companies may ask you for the versions also. So 1.8.9, this is the stable version of SQL map that I am using right now. So let me clear the terminal. So that's how you basically use SQL map. And first try to open the help menu to get more ideas regarding any tool. So if you want to list the databases name of any particular website, like then you have some commands for that. Like it helps to get idea regarding the databases. So for that you will be putting SQL map, then hyphen you need to put here for the particular website. Then I have put it a website. Here is a this one where facebook.com, and I will be looking for the database's name. So for that hyphen dbs for the database. Even in a help menu you can see, like you just need to put some command here. I am putting id1 here. You can modify according to your wish, and then you just simply let me go through it. I'm just copying, and here. So why it's not working right now?
You typed DBS twice.
Twice.
Yes. Sorry. I have put it the DB. Okay, I got the point. Let me minimize this. Okay, so now it will start. It will try to list all the databases over the Facebook, and it may take like let me do a yes here, and it's starting, and it will be scanning the entire. It's very much illegal to scan any websites for and looking for its databases, because databases are very juicy. It contains lots of information regarding any website. Even all the users and password might be saved here. It might be in an encrypted form too, but yes, if anyone is having the encrypted keys and encrypted format also, after some time he can use to decrypt them using some tools that we have discussed earlier in a cracking session. So he can use those tools to crack those hashes, and then he can take the access. So that's how it basically works. So this is like you don't need to look into the scans, like what they are saying and what is this. Like they are listing like PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL, Oracle, generic. So these databases are available here, but the main thing is like what is this command is working for. So first of all you need to just what the tool name is, SQL map hyphen u is for the URL that you are putting here. This is the complete URL, and I'm looking for the databases. That's why I will be putting the database name here. So you can also, like if you are looking for the usernames and password, let me just do yes here, and I will be closing it. Like now this scan is irrelevant right now because I'm not targeting anyone. But yes, if you are targeting, then, and even Facebook is a great software, and it's a lot. Like here there is some critical vulnerabilities also available, but I will be not discussing that too much. But yes, if you are looking for the database, you can find. And after that, like if you are scanning any regular target, or if you have any penetration testing job, then once scanning those databases, you can check for their securities, like how much secure they are, what are the vulnerabilities might be inside them. So I'm clearing the terminal, and we'll move to some other tools. So if I go with that, like I can also use, like if I want to dump all the data from table, I can also dump all the usernames and password using some certain commands. And all the commands list I will be sharing you all in a PDF format, because discussing and going through all of them is you understand what it is. So let me move back to chat once again. So everyone understood till now what is SQLMap and why we use. Yes, yes. So let me check with here. So if I wish to let me load the previous command, and if you wish to know what are the username and passwords there, for this you just need to go with the data names, usernames and password dumps. But I will be not looking here into that just directly here. If you are if you let me discuss some other command, yes, if I want to get the databases versions and system detail, then I can go with hyphen banner command here to get into what is the databases, what are the exact database version types, and what are the server details if you want sometime. And here is a legal disclaimer also to not use this tool, and you also must not use this tool if it is not required to you. So basically this banner parameter will help you to get into what are the software they are using, what are the system versions and database versions is available there, and that helps a lot while enumerating and while penetrating into the databases. Because if you go with any particular vulnerability scanner, and if you find that particular version is having some vulnerability into them, then you can it's MySQL 5.1. So all the databases versions details you can find from here, and just after the session try this particular command over. You know where to try and which website you are going to target, you all know. So just go here and try to get read of their database, try to look for what are here is showing PostgreSQL 8.1. So if you are a good penetration tester, you will be simply, let me just copy this one. Where it is version is. So let me copy the version of this particular PostgreSQL. So if anyone want to go more deeper into that, he will be simply going to any exploit database. You can look for the exploit db, and from there you can look for any particular exploit. If that their exploit is basically available there, you can some exploits for them might be available, you can also look into them. Some other website search exploit is also available there. CVE material, you can also go for this particular website. For any particular version you are getting there might be some CVs available for them. You can let me search here. I will be searching for this one, PostgreSQL 8.1. Let me search with this. So if any vulnerability, so it's showing lot of vulnerabilities are available for that particular SQL version. So from there you can look into any vulnerability, and if you want to target them, this vulnerability, let's assume if I am going with this particular vulnerabilities, it will be giving me all the details, and from here I can load any payload if available, and then I can try to exploit them further. So that's why it's illegal to scan anyone's database versions and all, because after that it makes a lot of clear. Here you are having a lot of vulnerabilities, and now you can exploit. So those who are looking for the advanced sessions after the class, after the scanning, just go with all those particular, going into all these 35 exploits impossible for me too. So just look for all the exploit, all the CVs, how this particular CV are being exploited at that particular time, and that must not be patched over 8. So then you can look into them, and that's how you proceed as a hacker right now. So my thing was just to show you how you need to proceed with anything. So and then you just need to go and move on, and that's how you will be going. So banner will help you to get the details of a particular versions and all. So I'm clearing it here. And after that, if you want to do some boolean based blind SQL injection, that parameters is also available. If I go with this two only, and let me switch my cursor here. I'm just giving for a technique boolean based I'm going with. So here I am just changing it as a technique, and equals to, I am putting capital B for a boolean based parameters, and now it will be looking for all the booleans. It will be using a boolean based SQL injection when all the results are not displayed directly, and then it will be looking for all the booleans number, and if that vulnerability is also available. Sometime if the website parameters are low, by doing such types of injection, you might be getting the database clearly in front of you. Such cases are also been available in front of you. So these things also be possible in some cases, but here for that you need some advanced queries, but here I am not going with that. So it's still testing, and we'll look into some time. It has some critical vulnerabilities. I'm not getting deeper into that. But yes, after the class you all can look into what these particular vulnerabilities can act. And if you want to go more, then you can look for the cv vulnerabilities and cv material website to get more detail into any particular vulnerabilities. So versions and system details is clear. So now let me discuss one more thing. Let me open the SQLMap help to discuss something. SQLMap hyphen help I am opening to sorry, I have put it wrong spelling. Okay, so what more should I discuss? Keys, random agents, don't need to discuss. DBMS, I have discussed till now. Banners, passwords, tables, columns. Okay, so let me go with the dump all the data from a table. So if you want to dump all the data from any table, then you can simply let me load the previous command, this one. And then I will be erasing the previous for a boolean based attack. I will be clearing this, and then I will be loading some command for what. Let me load it for. Okay, so let me go with the name parameter. So I have loaded here. Here I will be just giving a parameter like -d I can give for the database. And then the database name, let's assume the database name I have extracted previously, but I have not remember that. Again I need to scan, so I'm just giving it a name as a database. So it might be different in a Facebook case, but I'm just giving it a name as a database. And then underscore for the name that you will be getting there. But this is not the actual name, this is the dummy name because I have not remembered. Then -t for the users. And then you can set your columns to. So I will be I'm just looking for all the names for from the table. So I'm just looking for all the columns too, columns. And once I press enter, here I don't think their database name is like a database. So what the parameter I have given here? So I have just given it name as a database name. It might give me some error, but that's how it will be going. So if you in a previous scan, if you find some name as a database name, you can also go with that, and that's how you will be extracting all the database users name and all. So that's how you can find the username. If there can be cases let me stop this. So there can be cases, I'm just quoting it out. So there can be some cases there is some web application firewalls available there. So at the scanning time you just need to bypass those firewalls also. Like in a Facebook case I am just getting the result directly, but most probably some website used to have some firewall protection over them. So in these cases you need to bypass those firewalls. So let me I'm having a similar target facebook.com, and for bypassing any firewall you will be just using temper script between that. So for that temper I can use, like all the parameters are available in a help menu. So just after the classes just go with all the parameters, how to use them. It's impossible for me to find it again. So just after the class just go with every parameters from there. I'm just using a parameter to bypass the firewall. Like if there is a firewall you need to use temper parameter, temper script to bypass them. Then I will be assigning like in uh, between, and then random case I can provide here, random case. And here it is going. So there is no, okay, I think I am putting wrong spelling here. It is temper in case. Okay, so let is so now it will be bypassing the firewall. Like basically the main use of a firewall is to stop anyone to randomly scan them. Like even if you are running nmap scan or SQLmap scan over any particular website, if the website security is high, they used to not allow you to basically scan their particular websites and all. So for that purposes a firewall is being developed, and if you want to bypass them too, then you can use temper parameter and random cases to bypass those firewalls. And then you will be keep scanning. So if you are getting error while scanning any particular websites, then you can use random cases to get access. So if you get access to the databases, then in that cases, so let me to exit out from here. I am quitting it. So all these scans just to do after the classes. If I wait for finishing all these scan, it will take a lot of time, and I will be not being able to discuss some more parameters. So there are a few parameters also to put some cookies based injections. I'm not discussing that for a cookies based injection. Just after the class I will be sending you the commands because it's a little more illegal just to do that. And after that if you want to take a database cell, like if you want to open open any interactive cell for SQL to execute the raw queries. Like if you want to change into the databases, and if you are looking for if that website is vulnerable for changing into their databases, then you can let me load the previous command. I will be removing few of them, like a PHP. The URL will remain same, like a vulnerable PHP ID. You just need to write them, and after that, let me use SQL cell. Like if I want to go for the cell, like if it is providing cell to make changes over any website, then you can go with SQL cell here. It will look for all those particular cells. If it is being able to open a cell there, then you can put a lot of commands to change the databases. You can queries for some particular results if you are looking for, then you can do a lot of stops over here. So that's how you can look for, and you used to look into them. So let it finish for a few minutes, and that's how you will be able, if it give me cell, it will be very terrible for me. So let me move back from here. So these are the very basics to intermediate, you can say. Even some of the advanced commands are available there. You can look just after the classes, try to look into all this particular command, and they will be helping you a lot to learn SQL in more detail. And I don't think there is a lot more. I may have discussed all the parameters that is being in a SQLMap help I'm using. So I think I have discussed all the parameters. Few parameters are being left over here. So after the class, try to put some parameters like a random agent for injection. There are options can be used for specify which parameter is to test for. So for that, P for test parameters. DVMS parameters you can use, level risks. So those parameters which I have not used yet, so you can look into all those parameters after the classes, and few more commands you can find the PDF that I will be providing you after the classes. So these are what is the SQL map and how to do that. So if you are a web developer, if you are a company developer, and if you are learning to how to mitigate that, then you just need to prepare for all the statement that can be utilized as a SQL injection, and you need to make your website in a way that parameter can't be happen over your website. So that's how, there were few parameters in SQL map. Let me take it up here once again. So hyphen hyphen dbs, it will list all the databases. Like if you want to list hyphen dbs have listed all the databases for us, then hyphen d will list you, hyphen capital D I think it is. So capital D will list you all the databases that is available there. Then hyphen D slash hyphen column, once again column. So if you put hyphen d and then the column, it will be showing you all the column names in the table. So these parameters you can after this command, after using any particular command, you just simply need to put here you will be coming, here you will be putting, like if you are looking for the dvs, you will be putting dvs. If you are looking for the databases table, then you will be simply putting hyphen capital D. So that's option, like hyphen capital D, and then the dv name and tables I need to put. So then let me put dv names and hyphen tables if I am looking for the all the tables that is inside the databases. So it will show me hyphen D, it is not working here, which okay, it's I think it's a one hyphen here. So let me go with that. So yes, it's a one hyphen here. So that's how you will be it will help me to go through all the tables of the databases. When you look for how the data is being saved over the databases, how data is saved in. So if you are having dvms classes in your dvms in your lecture, then you will be finding here all this data will be saved in the form of this how database is being saved over any databases, in a raw table format. All the database is saving raw format, and raw and column are available here. So if you know databases, that's how all the data is being stored here in any databases. So if you are listing for the tables, it will be listing all the tables, and from there whatever data you want to download, you can get into. Okay, so you know what to do after getting into the tables. And also that's how but don't try all of them for any malicious activities. That is illegal to do anything for any malicious activities. That's how you will be changing all the parameters. Like if you want to go with the DB names, if you want to know the names of users also, like username also, then hyphen capital T you can put here for a users, like what are the all the users name it will be providing you. And almost usernames are always written in a column format, so you will be simply putting let me write columns, and here you go, it will be trying to list all the username over there in a column form. So that's how you can list. So if you are looking for any particular websites, or if you are testing them, then that's how you will be testing, and that's how you can do like time based SQL injection so all these parameters just try to use after the classes. That will be helping you a lot to understand DBMS SQL injections in more detail. So anyone have any queries, or should I proceed with the other tools? All clear?
Sir, I think you missed the important point, interesting parameter.
Which parameter?
Sometimes I enumerate interesting parameter means it's vulnerable parameter. Sometimes I enumerate some website like CMS, any type of website.
Yes,
All
yes.
time I would post the interesting parameter that actually vulnerable to SQL injection.
Yes, yes, you
Then I
can.
proceed with the SQL.
Yes, yes. First of all, you just need to scan for like that website is vulnerable for any SQL and not. For that, you just simply put hyphen batch after that, like for checking into the vulnerabilities. Like if any website is uh, vulnerable for SQL injection or not, you just simply need to put that website ID. Then hyphen batch command you just simply put to scan for
And
the
apart from that,
batch parameter to scan for the vulnerabilities. Like if any, like it will be detecting if any, like here we have provided this URL. So batch parameter basically detect for any one that given URL is vulnerable for SQL injection or not. So that's how you like batch parameter will help you to go through to understand like is that particular website is vulnerable for any SQL injection or not. If you want to go with a verbose options, like let me quit it. uh, okay, I will be quitting it out. So if you want to go with like a verbose injection, like SQL injection with a verbose, like you can set verbosity also here. Like let me set put hyphen v here, hyphen v, and then I will be removing this. And verbose, let me make it verbose of 3 I am putting. Like I can put multiple options. So for a verbose, it will be taking a verbose option of a v. Like it will be increase the verbosity of the attack, like intensity of attack it will be increasing by the 3, and it will be showing all the SQL queries response. So previous attack was little slow, but right now this is a little fast because it is doing aggressively over any parameter any website. So that's how you basically do. So let me minimize this. I hope that is also clear to you. So let me I missed it because I feel like it's a very basic. It's not stopping. I
okay, okay,
want to
no
quit
problem.
it. Yes, yes. So everything is clear regarding the SQL. After the class, try to go with all of this, and it's impossible to cover almost everything regarding the SQL map in just one session. But yes, whatever I have discussed is more than enough regarding that, and you all must go with this thing after the class. Try to scan these particular stuffs. After that, we need to go with. Let me scan with some start Nikto once again. Now Nikto is also a like right now I will be switching to Nikto GitHub. So these tools we are just learning to do any website hacking and all. So this will be helping you to scan all the vulnerabilities. And also basically the Nikto is also a open source web server scanner which is designed for identifying the vulnerabilities, misconfiguration, and security issues in any web applications. And it is like most commonly tool. Like if you look for the paid tools, like then the paid tools are basically Nessus, a good vulnerability scanner. OpenVAS is also a best, and that is the best part regarding the OpenVAS is it's a free, so you can also go for the OpenVAS. Either you can go with Nessus or you can go with a Nikto. So these two tools you can use, but most of in cases people prefer free tools, that is a Nikto. So if you are not having Nikto installed over your system, then you can clone it from here also, or even from here it will be fine. So let me move back to Kali Linux. So I think I have already installed Nikto. So yes, so I have a Nikto pre-installed. So this is a particular Nikto. So it's it has listed me the plugin. I was looking for the help menu. Okay, so this is your Nikto. It's a help menu. All those parameters you can use. Like you can also check for the DB checks, evasions you can look for, follow directories, formats you can look for. So ask whether to ask about the submit updates. So if you are not having Nikto installed over your system, then you can go with that. It will be also like hyphen URL option will be allowing you to look for any URL. So basically it's a very fast and automated scanner. It detects around 7,000 around 7,000 vulnerabilities, files and directories. So that's why it's very much important to look into this. It will also identify all the web server versions. It can identify. It can find like all the security misconfigurations. It will be able to find. It can bypass some of the web applications firewall also. So that's why Nikto is very much important. So you all know, like if you don't have a Nikto pre-installed over your system, you can go to the GitHub and clone that, and that's how it will be going. So like if you want to scan any particular website for any vulnerabilities, then you can simply put like let me use Nikto hyphen h you can use here. Let me use hyphen h for any particular website, like website URL you can put here that you want to scan with, or any IP address you can also put here. So let me like if you want to get into any IP address, I'm just looking for the terminal. I will be pinging Facebook terminal. It has open. Let me cut it out from here. Okay, so mistakenly I have cutted the entire terminal. Let me open it once again. Everyone, my
Yes,
terminal
sir.
visual. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
this is the help
Yes.
menu.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me put. I'm. That's why I use Terminator. Let me switch to Terminator once again. It's very difficult to split it vertically and horizontally. I will be switching to Terminator once again. Okay, so here my Terminator is on here. So I'm using Nikto help. Okay, so this is the help menu of a Nikto. Basically it looks like this one. Here you can find what is the latest version of a Nikto. So let me check the version also. Like this is the most important question you will ever know. Like right now, if you are not going with the interviews, you don't understood the importance of these questions. But once you start, so right now the Nikto version is 2.5.0. So this is the current version of a Nikto. So a lot of options. Like if you want to let me get the idea of Facebook IP. So if I want to know the Facebook IP, go with the Google. That is also a target. So here is the IP for google.com. Once I ping, I got the IP. I'm exiting from here to the next terminal, and let me use hyphen h parameter for the web target, and I can simply put the IP address that I want to scan, and now it will be scanning the facebook.com for all the google.com. Like this is the IP of a google.com. So it will looking for all the vulnerabilities that might be existing over Google, and it will try to scan it. So it has not given. I think it will ask me for the URL. uh, okay, Nikto hyphen h, and let me go with the URL. I will be copying it from here, google.com. I'm just looking for the URL right now. Okay, so now I have the URL, and now it has started. Like it will not work with the IP address. With URL, it is started working, and now it will be giving you all the, like it has started scanning the entire google.com, and now it is looking for all the vulnerabilities that might be available there. So Nikto is also a good tool to. It will give you all the scan result of any particular website, and it will also highlight if any particular vulnerabilities exist over that particular website. So that's how you can scan. Simply you just need to put hyphen h and any website address that you want to scan. And there are a lot of other options with Nikto also. Like it is able to scan with IP addresses too, but okay, why it is pasting here. Okay, so let it the scan finish. Till that I'm just vertically coming, and if I want to scan, I don't know why it's not loading with let me load it with Nikto hyphen h, and I'm just using any IP address to scan with. Yes, so this time it is loading. So I think this is the IP address of a facebook.com, and it is started with a facebook.com. So either you can start with URL also, and you can start Nikto with IP address too. So these are the two way to start Nikto. So one I need to stop, so I will be stopping this one. I'm exiting from this terminal. So now it is started scanning. If you are finding difficulties of her reading this particular results, you can simply copy those particular results, paste it over chat gpt, tell them to explain what is here, and you will get the good idea there, because it's impossible for everyone. Like, let me do one thing for you also. Like, let me scan. I'm just control plus c. I'm just going with Gemini. Okay, so let me use some chatbots to scan. uh, I'm just pasting the result here, explain this in detail. So if you don't know anything regarding the scanning, then that's how you can utilize the AI. Like, if you understood like what is the http headers there, then your chances of getting understanding, that is quite easy. But if you don't understand through this particular result, like it's very hard for any beginner to understand all these vulnerability through this result. So just simply paste the entire result over any gpt model, tell them to just give you the summarized form of all the vulnerability that they are looking for, and if any critical vulnerability, just list them. So that's how you take the help of AI overlooking. So from Nikto scan you are provided, so it will be like there is a missing http header there, so all those critical vulnerabilities you can find from here. Then if you look for like if there is a missing header, how you can look for that? So for that you will be simply going to any cve vulnerability website. So let me cut this out. Then you will be going with let me go with a cv meteor. um, okay, so from here you can just simply go with any cv list. You can look like I'm having http header missing. From here you will be getting some payloads, like how that exploit is being exploited previously, and from there you can just try to get into, and lot of steps you can do. So let me stop this particular result. So that's how you used to read the result. Like, if you find difficulties, like if you put some time over here, you will be able to understand what they are and how they are working. But yes, now we are having ai to summarize the results and get better results in a better understanding format. So that's how, like, even sometime you're in if you're in a working environment, your company might be saying to scan any particular website with the help of a Nikto and all, and provide them a build scan report it. So for that you can simply copies all this data, and then from there you know how to generate the report. Then just tell them to generate a report, and then you will be able to go with that. So that's how you, like, if you want to get all this data in a html format or a csv format. Let me scan. My target is a google. If I want to let me maximize little bit. If I want to get the result, like output I'm looking for, and if I want to get output, like, let me write the name as a results.txt. I'm looking for the html format. So html, this is just for to save that any format. So I'm just specifying the format here, format. And its format is let's go with html. So any format you can look for. Now now that particular scan will be saved. Like, if you put this html format, why it's not loading? uh, any mistake I am doing? html results.html format, I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so let me go with the CSV format. If it's not working, I will be looking for the CSV format. So this is basically to save the result of a Nikto over any particular format. So I'm just
Uh,
CSV. Yes.
Probably before the format, there has to be two hyphens.
Yes. Let me write this too. Okay, no, it's not working right now. It's not giving me some format. Let me look for the HTML once again. No, it's not giving me the result. There may be some issues. Let me go with a small. No, with a small f2, it's not giving me the result right now. I think it's capital O. No, it's not giving me the result. But yes, if it's not giving me the result on your PC, it might be give you the result. And if it doesn't give you the result, simply copy those parameters, go with any GPT model, look for them, and there that's how you will be getting the result. So let's move on. So after that, like you can also perform a lot of scan. Like, if you are looking for any target, some any specific port, like let me go with if I am looking for in a Google, and if I just want to target port 80, so hyphen p I can specify from here, and let me minimize some of them. that I don't need. Hyphen p and any port, like let's assume if I want to scan for the vulnerabilities of a port 8080, I can also go with that. Okay, so port 80, let me write. So if I want to scan port 80 here, it will be looking hyphen p. Why is not giving me the result right now? Is there any blockage from?
Sir,
Yes,
excuse me, sir.
yes, I'm coming
Sir,
back to.
for the HTML format, you can try
Okay, format.
and last not HTML.
Yes.
Just
The yes, yes.
include this
The
HTML.
yes. The spelling is spelling mistake here. Thanks
Yes,
for
sir.
yes. Thanks
Yes,
for
sir.
telling. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so basically, it was just format only, and still it's not
And
giving. It's a capital F, I think.
HTM, sir. HTM. Last
HT.
at last, sir. Not HTML. Only just
Okay.
HTM.
Yes, output file without name is not taking it a name. So it will be HTML, but at the format it will. Why there is output file format specified without name. So there might be issue. So leave it. File format is not available applicable for everyone. I may also forgetting some parameters here. That is we need to discuss a lot of other parameters too. So like let's assume if you need to go with a uh, port 80. If I am looking for the port 80, I can go with here, like cannot use URL. Okay, so for port any specific port specialization, like if you are looking for the port only, then you need to go with the IP address. So let me get the IP first. I need IP address here while scanning for any particular port. Like before that, it will be giving you the result for all the entire ports, that is around 65,000 plus ports. But if you are looking for just only any particular port, like here I am just looking for port 80, then I can assign it by port 80 here. And 0 host 88. Why I am getting a lot of error with the port 80? What is the issue here?
Just remove H format, minus H.
Yes. No, hyphen h is needed to specify any target. It will not accept until I put hyphen h. Even with IP is not giving me the result. So this is the error from the Nikto side. Like the specification is right. Like anyone who is using Kali Linux right now, just try to use this particular command on your system. Okay, Nikto hyphen h google.com hyphen p. Let me check it too if it's work or not. I don't think it will be working because here we are not specifying the http. So okay, it's started working. Okay, so I was missing the parameters, and even it's not working with the IP address. Some unknown issues come in front of me sometimes. First with the WhatsApp and now with Nikto. Okay, so now it will be just scanning for the port 80, and then it is looking for scanning for only port 80. Like here you can see, like the host name is a Google, and it is just looking for the port 80 only. So other port will not take. So if you just looking for the port 443, let's assume if you are targeting 443 only, then you can scan it from here, and at this time your target will be 443 only, and it will be looking for the 443 only. So if you are just targeting any specific port, like the port 21 is most of time it's vulnerable. Like if you check by nmap that port 21 is open or not, I have not checked. So let me scan. So the multiple IPs found. So okay, so port 21 is not available on that particular IP. That's why it is giving me this error. So that's how it will be working. So if you have scanned the entire port, if you know like what are the ports open, then you can also scan port specifically. You can scan all the port specific targets, and from there you can go with that. So if you are having even if you are having a host file also, you can also scan like Nikto. And if I let's assume hyphen h, and if I am having a host file, then I can specify. Right now I don't have a host file. Host file means the target file that you have. If you have, you can simply put the host file name. That file name can be anywhere. It will be extracting that particular file from your laptop or a PC, whatever you are using, and then it will be entirely scanning that. So right now I don't have any particular host file over my system. That's why it has not scanned any. So that's how it you can use. There are a lot of other options also. So let me check Nikto hyphen help once again. What are the other options available? So host host I have targeted hyphen h. IDs IPv. You can also look for IPv4 and IPv6 addresses. So all these options, try to some options for plugins are also available. So all these options you can try after the classes. Like after the class, try to go with all those options. Like you can also limit the scan. You can disable the DNS lookup for the faster scan. a lot of steps are available here to go with that. So after the class, like it's impossible to scan for all those options. I have just used few parameter. After the class, go for all the remaining parameters too, and try to go with that. So that's how you will be learning in a more detailed way. So anyone have any issues, or should I proceed for the